Imagine that to crush an enemy totally is to erase them, to scatter their name like ash in a ruthless wind, to stand victorious in a silent field where nothing moves except your own shadow stretching long in the evening light. They picture conquest as an explosion, a final strike, a dramatic eclipse in which one force devours another and the sky itself seems to applaud. In this vision, victory is loud, decisive, absolute. Yet the cosmos does not operate through noise. Look upward at the night and you will notice that stars do not destroy each other in fits of rage. They move in patient orbits, held by invisible geometries, each body shaping the other through gravity, through distance, through the quiet curvature of space itself. An enemy, in this sense, is not merely a rival figure standing across from you. It is a celestial body caught in your gravitational field, influencing your tides, bending your light, determining the arc of your becoming. What you call enemy is often a force that has entered your orbit, and the instinct to crush them totally is, at first, an instinct to correct the sky, to push their star out of existence so your own may burn unchallenged. But space teaches a subtler law. When two bodies collide in fury, they do not vanish cleanly. They shatter, fragment, become debris that haunts the system for ages. The attempt to obliterate through direct impact creates an asteroid belt of memory, resentment, unfinished gravity. Total crushing, then, is not collision, it is transcendence of orbit. Imagine a star that grows so dense, so inwardly ordered, that its gravity reshapes the entire region around it. Lesser bodies begin to circle differently, some drifting farther away, others dissolving into its vast field without resistance. No drama announces this shift, there is only a recalibration of space. The enemy does not need to be struck down when their influence weakens naturally in the presence of a greater center. So the hidden mechanism reveals itself. The enemy survives in you as long as you revolve around them. As long as your thoughts trace their silhouette, as long as your ambitions are sharpened primarily against their image, you remain gravitationally entangled, two stars locked in a mutual dance, each defining the other. To crush them totally is to withdraw the orbit itself, to become so internally luminous that their pole loses relevance, as a distant comet fades when it drifts beyond the reach of the sun's embrace. Notice how a supernova does not explode in anger, it fulfills its own density. When a star exhausts its fuel and transforms, the light it releases outshines entire galaxies for a moment, not to attack another star, but because its internal process has reached completion. In that radiance, former rivals are insignificant, their outlines swallowed by brilliance that was never about them to begin with. The world misreads this and assumes dominance requires domination, yet space suggests something more refined: mastery of one's own mass, alignment with a deeper axis, patience measured in light years rather than impulses. When you expand beyond the small theater of rivalry, the enemy becomes a minor satellite, then a fading speck, then a memory in a sky too vast to hold grudges. Crush your enemy totally by outgrowing the battlefield. Let your ambitions stretch across wider constellations. Let your discipline form a new center of gravity. Let your silence become so spacious that their provocations echo and dissolve within it. In that widening expanse, hostility cannot anchor itself. It requires closeness, friction, proximity. Distance, true inner distance, renders it weightless. And so the final act is not an act at all, but an expansion. You rise not by pushing them down, but by ascending into a dimension where their existence no longer dictates your motion, where your orbit answers to deeper stars, older laws, a vaster architecture of being. In that calm immensity, you realize the most complete victory leaves no enemy standing, not because they were destroyed, but because the sky has grown too large for conflict to define it. There, in the quiet authority of your own gravity, you shine.